Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back once again. It is me, Molt. So happy to be here with you guys today. So, we're playing some more Clash Royale. Obviously, I've been playing a lot of this game. You guys can see I have got 940 wins. I've been playing a lot. I wish that it showed your loss ratio because I feel like I've probably lost maybe 200, something along those lines. So, not too bad compared to that almost 1,000 victories. But today what we're going to go over is the comparison between the rocket right here. So the 6 elixir card that does, for me, 1351 area damage and 676 crown tower damage, and it has a radius of 2. So I'm gonna show you all comparison gameplay between the rocket and between the lightning spell right here. So Billy, my dog's making noises. So the radius on that is 3.5, so it's almost double. It's got 1.5 more radius. Damage 520 to crown tower and 1040 total damage, but it's split up amongst 3 characters. So the crown tower one is the one that I mainly pay attention to. So 520 right there, and then again 676 right there. So that's pretty significant. That's a big deal. So we're gonna go through a couple of games here, and then I'm gonna do a live one showing and comparing the lightning and the rocket. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into this first replay. Alright guys, so here's the first replay against Apex. He was number 3 at this point, I was number 5. I've gone down a little bit since then, but this is going to be some rocket gameplay, okay? So this is going to be the rocket versus the lightning. Now, Apex actually is using the lightning spell as well, so you're going to kind of get to see the two there. So we're going to drop off our spear goblins over here and let them start doing a little bit of work, and then drop off our barbarians back here. Now you can see that I have my rocket in my deck. Alright, so I have my rocket in my hand. We're going to see how it works from here. I'm going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, this right here, guys. I just showed y'all the biggest fail that I've ever had. I completely missed. So that's one thing about it. With the radius, I got greedy. I wanted to hit the musketeer and the tower, and I aimed more for the musketeer than I did for the tower, and I missed both of them. If I had the lightning spell, I would have easily taken them both out. So there's one thing. Keep in mind, that is something that can very easily happen. We're going to drop off these, our Valkyrie. Actually, we're going to drop off skeletons in the Valkyrie in here. Valkyrie's a pretty good troop. She's been working fairly well for me lately. Doing a good amount of damage to barbarians. Now his wizard's just going to go off of my tower, okay? But we got to show you guys some more rocket gameplay here. We got to show you guys what the rocket does, how it works. So we're going to kind of reset here, let our elixir rebuild, etc., etc. Drop off our skeleton trap back here. I think I'm going to, yeah. And then drop off our barbarians in the very back once right next to the musketeer, so they can just take her out super quick, because she does good damage, but it takes her a while to load and to fire up and everything. So here we go. I've got my rocket selected just in case he drops a wizard or something like that off by his tower. So we got to be careful with that. But we are going to just continue kind of playing slow back over here. That was a huge mistake right there. I'm going to use my rocket. Watch this. The rocket doesn't even take down the balloon, which blew my mind, but we were able to stop it from getting to the tower. Balloon is 5 elixir, rocket is 6 elixir. That was worth it for me because the balloon does a lot of damage. The balloon can be super, super deadly. So we're going to drop off another skeleton trap down here. We're going to start kind of mounting a push over on the left wall here. And now keep in mind, guys, the lightning spell wouldn't have taken out that balloon either. It would have done less damage. You just have to be more precise with the lightning spell, or with the balloon, with the rocket, than you do with the lightning spell. So we're going to drop off our barbarians as well as our Valkyries, and try and get a little herd going here. So you can see we got a little herd going. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot this off on the tower. You can see it's down to 2264 from that 2940. We're going to take out this wizard super quick, and now we've got a little bit of a push coming in here. And we are going to try our best to take this tower down. It's at 1439. It's a lot further down than ours. And our wizard's going to get off a couple of hits on it, which is going to be good. Now watch this. Here we go. We're going to drop this off, and boom, it's going to take out the musketeer as well as do damage to the tower. He's going to do that, and we're going to take it out. 36 health left on my tower right there. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. I had some fairly stupid plays in that game, but let's go ahead and jump into another replay with the lightning spell, all right? Alright, so we've got some lightning spell gameplay for you guys now against Long Island 07. He's at 2902. I'm at 3165. level 10, so we're fairly even, alright? So we both have lightning spell. Now, the lightning spell works good, guys. It really does. But one of the reasons I started using the rocket was because, well, first of all, here's a perfect example of the lightning spell. Boom, boom. Take out that wizard very easily and do damage to the tower. That's why people use it, because it's so that 3.5 range is ridiculous compared to the 2 range that you get with the rocket. So we're just gonna defend right here. Obviously, this isn't what our main focus is on. It's on the rocket and the lightning. But we're gonna keep on pushing down this right side. And I don't know what he uses here. He might use the lightning, which would be very interesting to me if he does. No, okay, so he doesn't use the lightning. He drops off some archers to do a little bit of damage. And we're actually going to get in there and do a good amount of damage to his tower right here. And we're going to drop off our spear goblins. And then we had our lightning spell ready up there to use, but we didn't want to use it up towards the top because all he had was archers up there. The best time to use it is if there's a building next to it, or if there is, say, a wizard or a troop. Also, so depending on if someone's using a spawner base, or a spawner deck, or whatever it may be, that's going to change what you do. It depends on how close they put them together. Because if somebody, like I was playing someone earlier who did Expo, Inferno Tower right next to each other, because again, I'm going to say it every time, I have absolutely no respect for the Expo deck that causes damage to people's towers, takes 0 skill. I had no respect for it. But when he had the Inferno and the Expo right next to each other, I could rocket both of those and take them down. The lightning wouldn't have taken them down, even though it would have done damage to both of them. It wouldn't have taken them completely down. So we're thinking about using our lightning back here on the tower, but again, I'm just jumping around, got my wizard doing work, dropping off some barbarians over here, taking everything out, and we're just going to continue pushing down this right side. I'm sorry I got on a little rant there about the Expo. It's annoying to me. And we're going to, is our Valkyrie up there? No, so our Valkyrie's not up there. So you see the lightning spell there again, taking out some of the tower, doing some damage to the skeleton spawn as well. And look at this, we've got so many troops out here on this Hog Rider. It's ridiculous. He's gonna lightning spell as well, which honestly wasn't that good of a decision, because look at all of these skeletons that are coming out. And then I'm gonna lightning spell, take him out, take out the tower with 20 seconds left to go. So the thing is, if you know someone has a lightning spell, be very careful where you're putting your troops, because if you put your troops right next to your tower, it will get lightning spelled. They will do damage to the tower and to your troop very easily, very quickly, which is another thing about it, is the lightning spell's a lot faster than the rocket. Is you have to time the rocket very, very precisely in order to do any sort of damage to the rocket or to the tower and to a troop. Now let's go ahead, jump into a game and see what we can have happen, alright? Alright, so we're going to be using the rocket in this deck, and we're going to see how we do. We got 3.5 minutes to get paired up. Hopefully we get paired up a little bit faster than that, but I'll be back to you guys once we get paired up, and we'll go ahead and jump into it and see how this rocket can do for us, alright? Alright guys, so we're back. We're actually playing the guy that uses the Inferno Tower Expo deck. So we're going to try and take this guy out. Again, absolutely no skill on his part. One of the most passive things that you can do in the game. I know you guys think I'm complaining about it, but I just don't have any respect for it whatsoever when it comes to skill. And I think games like this are based around skill. They're based around, hey, how can I react to so-and-so, whatever. This is just there you go. So he's putting that down right there. We're going to go ahead and let our barbarians do work on it. And I actually most definitely should have shot the rocket, but we'll be able to take it out right here. So he's getting shut down. No skill once again on that deck whatsoever right there. So thank you so much for using that. I appreciate it, because now I know it's coming. I knew I was facing this guy. He did absolutely no damage to us whatsoever. And you can see what's going on over here on the left side. His Inferno Tower is about to go down. So we're going to try and come up with a little bit of a push over here. And I have to save my barbarians, though. Remember that, because he's going to have the Expo coming up fairly soon. So we got to save our barbarians to drop off against him. I'm going to go ahead and what do we want to do here? So you know, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of his Inferno Tower right here with the rocket. Take that thing out, and then now he's going to drop down his Expo right there, which I told you guys was going to happen. And we're just going to get up in there, take it out very quickly. No problem whatsoever. Again, no skill. Like, what is he doing? There's absolutely no skill involved in this deck we're going to have a little bit of a push over here, take out some of that. He's going to have to use arrows on his side. We're still playing it really slow. He hasn't even touched our towers yet. So we are definitely doing good. Again, guys, whenever you face decks like that, you have to be slow. You have to slow play it. You have to be careful. I am going to save up here and save the rocket. I might save the rocket for, what am I doing? I might save the rocket for, yeah, so I'm going to go on the Inferno Tower again, just take that out. And now the Expo is going to be completely distracted if he goes on this side of the map with it. And there he goes, so he's going on that side of the map with it. And we are going to go with our Wizard. And let's get some more skeletons up in here. Our Wizard should do some work over there. He's going to, oh, no, please, focus on this. Yes, there we go. All right, so now we got that going. Hopefully we can get our minions up in there to do a little bit of damage. We just have to keep, oh my gosh, it's on the tower, guys. No skill whatsoever. Zero respect. I have absolutely no respect for people that use that deck. If you play me and you use that deck, I am not, ooh, man, I tell you what, absolutely zero respect for that deck whatsoever. There he goes again, being a little punk, not knowing how to play, just using that. We got to get our, we have got to get our rocket up here. There we go. So we're just going to keep on piling over here. We got our rocket that we can shoot off on his main tower, so I'm going to save up for that now and take that down. And then once we cycle back through to it, we will be good to go. So taking that tower out, let's just keep on dropping off all of these things. We don't have arrows or anything. There he goes again. Look at this. But thankfully we have all of our skeleton traps producing a whole bunch of skeletons. Now we're just going to cycle back through to the rocket, and no matter what, we're going to take it here. We're in overtime, and we're going to go ahead, shoot that off. Thumbs up, and good luck, and not well played. Oops. Taking him out right there. So there's the rocket for you. Y'all saw that it took the Inferno out in one hit. The lightning does not take the Inferno out in one hit. It takes 2 hits from the lightning, so that's one thing that you have to keep in mind when you're using them. It really just depends on the kind of, I don't know, if you feel like you're precise and you can use the rocket appropriately, it takes longer, so you have to predict where the troops are going. You gotta try and get lucky, unlike I did in that first match where I totally missed it. So just keep that in mind as you're playing with the rocket. I'll probably switch back to the lightning spell, honestly, just because it's the same cost, and you can hit 3 buildings instead of just 2 max, unless they're right next to each other. So yeah, let me know what you guys are using, if you're using lightning or if you're using rocket. Rocket's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much. I will see y'all in the next one. Don't use expos, only as a assistant, okay? Do not use expos as your main tower damage. That's what that guy did. He used only the expo to deal damage to the tower. None of his troops got to the towers. That's when I have a problem with it. If you use your expo as a defense to help defend, that's fine. I don't think it should be used as an offense. I think that's pretty noobish. But it's not me complaining. It's just me stating my honest opinion on the fact that I think the expo. I don't think that a building should be your main source of damage to an enemy's tower. I think that that's cheap and that doesn't take any skill. I think that you should have to know how to get your troops to the tower, because that's what this game is about. It's about troop combat. That's why there are soldiers. Otherwise, everybody would just use buildings and it'd be such a stupid game. So yeah, little rant there at the end. But thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. As always, make sure you keep calm and you clash on. And I will see you on the next episode. All right? Peace.